Welcome to Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we went out and explored around the top half of the planet here, and what I was looking for was an abandoned factory. We did find an abandoned reactor, but it's actually in Xerax territory, which is not going to be particularly that helpful. We got an unknown artifact down there, and we are currently just here on the edge of Talon territory. My original plan at the end of the video was to make my way back to the Heidelburg here, and so that in this part we would be starting to build our base up. But what's actually happened is I got as far as here, and then I got a bit distracted doing other things not related to Empyrion. So what I'm going to do is come down through this area here and open up the bottom half of the map here. So what we're going to do is just head off in the direction of Talon territory, see if we can find any predators to kill, see if that is actually going to improve our standing. And then what we'll see is whether anything will actually happen. What we got down here, I think we're right on the edge of Talon territory. I think they're Talon, aren't they? Yeah. Well, we'll leave them alone. Just fly across the top of the mountain here. Of course, the trouble being down by the South Pole is the actual days are quite short. So we're now actually in Talon territory, which means that if we stay here too long, what's going to happen is we're actually going to lose standing. I am looking. I want some predators. Come on, game. Talon guard post there. It'd be nice to find a golem or something like that. I mean, that would be really good. Hello guys, we're not going to kill any creatures or pick any plants, so you're okay. Oh come on, there's got to be some dinosaurs or something in here. And we can go down. No, I think we're just going to have to push through here, aren't we? And see what we can find. I don't think this is going to be a little bit of a bust. I mean, there's plenty of friendly creatures, but if we kill those, we'll take a penalty. So we're just going to go this way. And while I'm actually flying through here, one thing I do want to talk about is the new update that is in the experimental branch. I have taken a look at it, and I'm not sure whether it's going to be worth the risk of actually playing it in relation to this series. Because if I do actually decide to start playing it, then I would change the save game, and then if there's anything goes wrong, I will lose the save game, and life would get very interesting. And to be honest, I've got mixed feelings about the new update. I mean, the player leveling up looks interesting. There's some nice changes related to POIs and other elements, but as I say, I'm not particularly that sure that I want to take a look at it. Maybe if it moves forward and they do a couple of updates to make sure it's actually fully stable, then we will take a look at it. If any of you have taken a look at the new update, feel free to chuck the comments of your opinions and what you think is probably the more useful elements of the game. I think we come right through here and we haven't actually found anything, which is a little bit annoying. So we're just going to go west now and head back towards the Heidelburg. In fact, we could probably go the direct route. I haven't even found any predators. And doesn't seem to be anything down in this area in the way of resources or anything like that. But then again, if you don't come down and explore, oh look, there's a friend, our friend there. I suppose he classifies as being hostile, doesn't he? So if we we've got to level up. Of course, this isn't actually Talon territory, so I don't doubt very much whether we've actually improved our standing with the Talon. We've got very low on ammunition. I had a feeling that both guns weren't firing properly, so I can't really shoot anything else now because I've used up all my ammunition. Let's just get through here and see what we're going to do. Oops, we just flown over the top of one. A couple of them here because of course it's night. And we'll just keep moving in the direction of the Heidelburg. Oh, we got an energy signature down there. What have we got here? Come on, give me something nice. Yeah, nearly missed that. Certainly going to check that out. It's just disappeared. How could I have an energy signature that is now disappeared? Oh, there it is. It must have just been switching off as I threw out the scan. One of our friends. Oh, looks like we may have actually found an ancient tower. Thank you, game. Well, we're going to take a look, see at it. Now, this is actually... No, it's not. Okay, we're going to take a look at this. Just get in here and see what it is. I've got a feeling this is normally tied with the main mission. Ah, okay, we got a... I can see you. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm a bit reluctant to drop down through those blast doors because I may get trapped. Let me see. Can I actually go and take... Okay, let me see if I can get close enough. I block faction block. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this must be tied to a mission or something. And there's no other way out, and that is going up and down, but there's the, and it says it belongs to another faction. I'm not totally convinced that if I stand on that, I'm actually going to get away with things, so we're going to leave that alone for the moment. Oh, got a little bit cold there, so we'll come back to that maybe in sometime in the future when I've got explosives or something that can get me out of trouble. And where are we now? Anything else down here? We're kind of making our way round the bottom of the planet. Gone actually past, so I go forward a little bit and then curve north. So if we go round here, it's one of our fire-breathing friends. Oops. Also run into a cactus. Quite a big mountain range to the north of us now. Have to try and find a way across that. We might be able to get through here. A bit of speed if we can fly over the top. And we might be able to get up. No, I don't think we're going to get through there, are we? I've just got myself down into a dip. We might be able to get up here. Go on. You can do it. You can do it. Just fly over. There's certainly a lot of mountains down here. Oh, dropped into a gully here. Okay, let me just fly over this way. Right, there's another golem. I think this golem hangs around here quite a lot. So we're gonna have to see if we can do a reload. Actually, can I get him at distance? Got him. Oh, what was that? What did we get there? Magnesium, some copper, a little bit more neodymium, some iron ore. Nothing particularly that special. I need to... Oops. Oh well. Managed to put the oxygen back on my... Oh, we must have top up the oxygen. Here we are. We are returning to Heidelburg. Let me just get in here. Cut the thrusters off, save a bit of fuel. Just pick up. Double. Actually, we can book this out. Okay. Gonna have to laboriously put this now into. Oops, temperature's down a bit as well, so have to put that back. Drop the. Nope, not that one. Wrong one. Where is my heat plant? What did I do with that? Oh, there is thermal regulator. Whew. Actually, that could probably just stay in the ship there. Brief moment then, I thought I'd lost my thermal regulator. I mean, it's not that big an issue because I can always make another one, but put this in here. Leave that there. Stone dust. I'll just stand here. We've got to be in range of get all this out. Oops, that didn't take long to expire. Wasn't quite close enough. And we got that. Get the next last little bit out of here. Computers. Keep the oxygen, keep the water for the moment. Just pop that up. So I've got 60 concrete blocks, some steel blocks. We've got a solar capacitor and a core. Don't think I can make, and we got a one generator. I'm not convinced that one small generator is really going to power this base, but I don't think we got much out of a choice really. And there's nothing else I can put in here. I mean, we've got fridges already in the Heidelberg, and I think that is about it. And the question is, where are we going to put the core to give it a bit of protection? My instinct is to maybe pick that out. Is what's under here? That's the side panel, so that's too close. What's under here? If we say we tuck it in here, this is hardened steel block. That's steel block large. That's a hardened steel block. Maybe, yeah, you're a bit, okay. So if I come in here, pull out some concrete blocks. Thank you, game. So if I can't put a concrete block in there, can I? I've got myself trapped here, haven't I? But we can get through there. No, I thought I could get through there. I got out that way. Come on, I should be able to get back in the game. Right, I'm going to go for it. I could regret this badly. If you don't try, you don't find out, and that's all there is to it. We're just going to come here. I'm just going to pick out the core. Why won't that? Item not accepted. What we're going to have to do is split the difference with the blocks. And take that. Can we get any more? No. No, we're going to put the core there. Effectively gives us control, should give us control of the base. Statistics. Let's look at, see the bad news. So we got a 34% probability. So we've got nothing in here that actually says there's a next attack. It says we got a 34% probability of an attack. So what we're going to do is just work on that and see how things go. We're just try and keep friendly at the moment while we build up our position. Where was that hole? Wasn't that far back. It was. I'm sure it was about here. No, it wasn't. That must be over right back here. Plug this hole in here. There it is behind the core. So we'll put a concrete block in here. Give a little bit of protection. I mean, it's not brilliant. And the next thing I want to do is around here. And I want to put a bit of a concrete floor in. One to protect the core. So I'm going to stand here. So this is going to be a little bit laborious, but I can't really see any other way of doing this. And fill that in. Why won't you? Okay. There's something on this side it doesn't like. Almost like there's something below the floor here that's giving me a problem. So what we're gonna have to do is, yeah, there's another floor underneath here. Okay. Should have dug this out first time, shouldn't I? This might actually save me a little bit of trouble, but I think some of these are half blocks. But I think I could work with the floor here. So we'll just dig this out a little bit. Should have dug this out first things first. Just, I think we'll scrap these. Actually, we could just retrieve these. That's destroyed. Okay, salvage those. These are actually blocks, so I retrieve these. Let's take these out here. The inventory full, cannot pick up. Just put these blocks here, put that back there. Got a ventilator. What I'm going to do is just drop these across, refilling this floor back again, like this. Yeah. I've got a large steel block. Just get in here. There's the concrete blocks. I want the. Oh, yeah, I've got 51 concrete blocks, or 8 concrete blocks. And put the steel back. Concrete there. Might get 10 concrete blocks. I'm gonna put in this section here like this. One more layer. That gives me a floor I can put things on. And of course we're gonna have to fill in this front here. Let's see. I just want to take a look back here now. Got a kind of a gap way through here to the oxygen. I think maybe I can take out some of these. We'll just retrieve the blocks now. Of course that exposes the core again, but salvage that. That brings me back to here. probably going to have to put some blocks on top of these. Clear out that little area there. I need steel blocks now. Where's the steel blocks? 6 of them. All 6 of them. If we just put in a couple of steel blocks like that, some across like that to fill that gap in. This will allow me to come up here. We're going to have to put some blocks in here to fill this area in. We're going to need to have the ability to come up there. I think we can get rid of you. Keep that there. We'll leave the damage blocks there because we should be able to put blocks behind these. We can put the capacitor in next. I know some of you are probably wondering why I haven't put the generator in. I just don't want to put the generator in until I've actually got everything sorted out the way I want it. That's actually a half block. There's a hardened steel block. I think we'll retrieve that. That opens up through to here. That gives me a doorway. So I don't really want to obstruct that because that means I can walk through here after a fashion. Take you out. That brings you into this area. In fact, I could. I mean, this is all pretty toughened up stuff, actually, isn't it? So what I could do is drop this in here. You could drop it in, say, about there. I mean, it's not going to be the most elegant base that you could have, but at the same time, I'm not going to be staying here. This is just literally just to get up and running. What is south? Let me just kind of east, west. I put one in. Let me see. Where can I put some? I mean, strictly speaking, I could put the solar panels in here, but they might get some shade. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go flat. And we're just going to put them. Well, this could be something better than that. Yes, they're going to. This is because there's half blocks up here, isn't there? Let's just see if we can put them. I think we're just going to put them on the side here. It's not going to win any awards, but we've got a reasonable amount of power. And the next thing I need to do is, where am I going to put the generator? What we got here? We got a sideways toilet. I don't think there's any thickness left in that wall, isn't there? You can't really do that there. That's literally above here. My instinct is to put the generator back here as well, because this seems to be the kind of thickest and toughest part of the base. Hopefully we'll be able to put the generator in. And we'll just go here. I mean, we're not even going to pretend to make the base airtight or anything like that. We can drop the generator in there. Gives me some power, I think. We just see. So we've now powered the base up. I'm pretty sure we've got a. Well, we got the base powered up with no fuel. CPU usage 81%. Okay, we got problems here because we're actually over the top, and we got about 4 seconds of power left. Let me just turn that off. So we're over the CPU rating. Devices. Industrial container cargo. We got ammunition controller. We got what we got here. We got 16,000 in here. I think we can start putting some of this stuff into here. We got 8,000 on that cargo container. We got quite a lot of stuff in here. We got a couple of thrusters. Do we have a wireless control? Or let me just auto group this so we'll see how things go. That gets everything into a little bit more of a tidier thing. I can actually see what's going on. Right, we got a capacitor and all that. We're probably not getting that much in the way of power, because the power would be coming from... What I'm going to do is just kind of keep the power off for the moment and see how things go. Let me see. Food processor. Where's the constructor? There's the constructor. Strange marker. Right, you're hooked at the... I think we're going to put you to the ammunition controller. Right. What do I need? I could probably do with some more solar panels first. Big ones, large. Right, so we need to get some stuff tucked away into the... I'm gonna have to go for it. So what I'm going to do is transfer the resources to the Heidelburg, and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I've finally transferred everything of any real use into the Heidelburg. One thing I do need to find is where my turret went, but before that, what I want to do is see if I can now make some more larger solar panels. Yeah, I'll make a couple of those, get that running, but I've got no power at the moment, so what I'm going to have to do is get back to here. I have to put some fuel in. Okay, Heidelburg ammunition controller. I think we'll start, well, we'll be putting 23 of these in. It's only going to give me 4% fuel, but that's about the best I can do at the moment. That should get this back to here. That should flip this backwards and forwards so that I can go to the... What's this not building? I haven't turned the power off. Oh dear. I am a little bit worried about that performance and whether it's going to blow my generators. Now the next thing I need to find is which of the Heidelberg's container controllers I put that turret. Okay, we got some more resources in here, so we're going to take those. Okay, we got a reinforced container here. This is the one with the weapons in. I think we'll leave that the way it is. And what I want to do now is just mount my single turret at the moment. And I think I would like to have it possibly up on the roof here, so that it would give me a bit of height defense. Or press T. If I put it on the top here, but the thrusters are on as well, that should give me a very high elevation form of defense. A little bit worried about the fact that it's shown that the thrusters are still on. So technically speaking, says turrets and weapons are on. The next thing I'm going to need to do is make some ammunition. And I think it's 30mm, isn't it? Or 30 times 175mm rounds. In here, cancel that. Go to the ammunition controller. To here, and I want some... I think we're going to make steel plates, nitrocellulose. I think we can afford that. So I'm going to make 20 of those, get those underway, and we'll be putting them in the ammunition controller, so we'll be okay. What I really need to do, I'm not worried about making the base airtight. Air. I'm about to die of oxygen shortage. Now, the problem I'm going to get is if I start blocking everything in here, it's going to increase the CPU on this, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful now. What we're going to do is hook you up. I think we're going to go with the concrete blocks. And what I'd like to do is, right, we're going to have to get rid of these. Salvage these for the steel plates. And get rid of you. That's got a reasonable number of hit points on it, so what I'm going to do is just kind of give this. So I just want to give the what we call it, the constructor, a little bit of extra protection. As I say, this isn't going to win any awards. Want to get rid of the pilot seats. I don't really need them. We get rid of that damage block there. Back to here. I'm not going to be interacting directly with the constructor, so technically we can just block it in completely. That gives it a little bit of protection there. There's a truss block there, but I don't think that's not going to be a problem. Certainly would like to put that in. Something just behind this oxygen tank here. Just block these in as well. Again, the oxygen tanks aren't that much of a priority, to be honest. I think I'd like to protect the front of this. Well, what we'll do is we'll just put in blocks where I can put them, and then I can fill in the rest over time. I'll just keep going up for the moment, just to try and make this a little bit more solid. It's more to do with ensuring that we don't get stray shots coming in. It's got lots of holes in it and things like that, but it's not gonna. Let me see. We did just identify that there was a problem over here, didn't I? So we need to just put it in this side here as well. Give it a little bit of extra protection. We've got gaps here. What we can do is just trim out these. Oops, don't want to waste the resources. I'm gonna grab that. Pick you out, get rid of the truss block. Most of this stuff is damaged anyway, so take these out. Kind of exposes this corner, but we should be able to. I need some more blocks. Okay, we're gonna have to go to steel blocks now. Put in a little bit of a wall defense here. Just wall this section in. That gives some defenses there. This section here really needs to come out as well, because it's not really doing anything for base. And what I should better build that in. That makes the base look a little bit more imposing. The ammunition controller is exposed, so we'll block that in as well. Maybe we'll just put another block in there. I could probably take out this section here. This stuff probably isn't going to do very much in the way of defense. We can just snick out this stuff. In fact, what I could probably do is take out blocks through here. These are actually large blocks. What am I doing? Why am I actually get a thin destroyed so it salvage you? Yeah, I should have actually picked the blocks up. Actually, what I could do is get some blocks from over here. Retrieve blocks. Yeah, we've got some nice hardened steel blocks here. I should have been thinking a bit more laterally. Okay. That sounds ominously like there's a radiation storm coming in. Just pull out the hardened steel blocks from here. Okay, thank you, game. Let's have a quick check. Yeah, radiated fog. Thank you, game. Run you up through there. That toughens up this section here. And this kind of lower section here is a bit exposed, so let's take these out. Salvage out that and that. And probably just take that out as well. Yeah, thank you, game. Put you kind of on the front there. Will the radiation drop by actually move inside? No, because it's not fully enclosed. We'd need... Oh, the radiation has dropped, so I've got some protection from being inside the base. Inside my slightly scruffy base. Okay. There's a plate there, so we're going to take you away. Put that there. I think what we will do is got one, whoops, don't want that. Got a bit of a concrete block here, so if I put in a ramp here, that should make it a bit easier to get in and out. Yeah, look at that. What we got? I mean, we could put some more floors in here should I need it, but I don't really need it. This is more about creating an enclosed space. That's annoying me, so I'll retrieve that blocks here. That will fill in that corner there. Really do with some kind of door on the front, even if it's not there. So have a little bit of protection. So let me just see. Thank you, game. Can we make a door or something? Yes, we can. Manual doors. We'll just make an automated door. Just let you knock that out. And of course, I picked up some other stuff, so that can go in there. Right, we've got 250 rounds of ammunition. Not going to win any awards, but what's the base size? The probability of attack is still only 34%. It says less than 3 days. So next thing is got to be defenses. We will put a door on the front. Give me a little bit more protection. Knock out some oxygen. We can now just go and have a quick shower and get rid of that problem straight away. Radiation body decreasing. Thank you, game. What was I going to do now? Well, we need to put this in. And what I want to do now is, can we make the weapons for base projectile? I want 2 of those. And I would like a couple of sentry guns as well. I'm just going to build those. I just stand in here. What I would like to do is put another one of the turrets over here. Kind of take advantage of the size of the Heidelburg. Whoops. Lost contact with the drone, so we're going to have to kind of sneak over here. What have we got here? We've got some half strips here. Let's just get rid of these. We'll just scrap these out. Some carbon substrate. Let's just take off stuff from here. How are you doing? Okay, we've still got... want to create a completely open area here for the cannon. So we'll just take out this side as well. take out the landing gear. Take this out. And what we're going to do is put a view on the front here. That gives me a 30mm cannon at the front there. That gives me a bit more wider range. I'll just dump back into here. Actually, I need food. Poison. Mini fridge. So we can probably well, some canned veg. That should do there. I need some more oxygen. I mean, I could actually put in. I mean, we got an oxygen. Got an O2 state tank there, haven't we? So what I could do is where's the oxygen? We got a little bit of oxygen here. So what I could do in order to use up those oxygen tanks is I see into main. We actually got a little bit of oxygen in here anyway. So if we put another 4 in, gives me 22% oxygen. So what I can do now is go in here. We can actually fill up from there. That gives me a little bit more of a get up and go atmospheric condenser. Back to the Heidelburg. Got the controller. Now I'm not worried about making the base kind of oxygen proof. What happened there? Why can't you? I thought I'd made more weapons. Can't I make some more weapons? Have I run out of? Well, I've run out of motors. Why can't I make motors? What's up with this? Come on, game. I don't want to mess about. Plastic tubes. Okay, let's make some more motors and see what happens. See what I'm short of. Plastic tubes. Short of plastic tubes. What is titanium? What is plastic tubes then? There. Carbon substrate. Okay, we're going to need logs, aren't we? I thought I had logs in here. I haven't. Okay. I thought I had piles of logs. Okay. I'm just loving this radiation. Okay, back in here. Doctor. I want another one of these. I want 2 sentry guns. I want some about 500 rounds of 15mm. Not 15mm. Yeah, well, I need that for my hover tank. I also need some projectile ammunition for the sentry guns. And okay, I was just gonna let that build and then I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I've just built another one of turrets, or my 3rd turret. And we got one there, we got one up here. And part of me says to have the 2nd one here. Because this one's gonna have the this is in the way as well, so we're going to need to get rid of this. Oops. I'll just trim this off. Certainly take these hardened steel blocks. That gives a full field of fire for here. And a little bit of power from here. Actually, am I making the solar panels? We've got 2 big solar panels. Certainly would like to put these out. And I think what we're going to do is put the I think what I'm going to do is I'd like to put a solar panel on this one here. Gonna go horizontal, one on there. Possibly another one. You actually... I think we'll put another one just here. Again, the amount of power they're drawing isn't spectacular, but it should supplement my the actual power coming into the base. And what I was going to do now is just place this next turret. We got one on the front there, one up there. You've got 360 degrees of fire. We could put one here. Would that obstruct this one? I actually quite like the idea of having this one, another one here. Give it a go. I think that little block corner just over here is in the way. Salvage. Yeah, I mean this one's actually below it. So if we put this one here, that gives me two 30mm turrets defending this area. This one's got 360. This one's got, well, not 360, you can say 270 or something like that. And then at the front here, if anyone comes in this direction, this turret will have the range. Oh, done it again. No, sorry about that. And what have I got here now? Got another projectile turret. Okay, I'll take it. If I made any sentry guns. So we've actually got 4 projectile turrets. Okay, we're going to take advantage of that. It's probably over the top, but we've got a little bit of a corner here. So what we could do is put the... I mean, the trouble with putting these sentry gun projectile turrets on top... Actually, I think 3 is probably more than enough. Let me just cancel that. Come in here. Look at the base. Some very... Yeah, we're way over the top now. And if I'm not careful, I could literally destroy my generators. This is not good. Not good at all. Just auto search. Yeah, we can't put a 4th one on. We look at CPU stats now. We're getting 45,000 from the 3 projectile turrets. Is there any way I can actually take this up another level? Let me just get in here. Where is the thing? What we call it? So CPU extender. That well, I could do that if I unlock that CPU extender basic. So I found the CPU extender. Can I make one? See, there's going to be a lot of resources. Yes, I can. Okay. It's going to drain a lot of my resources out, but I think it'd be worth it. So what I'm going to do is build the CPU extender. Let me just cancel this down a bit. Reduce this down. So what I'm going to do is just build the CPU extender so that I can have the extra defensive capability on the base here. I have to try and find somewhere to put it. I think my instinct is to put it in about here. I'll just take that out and just tuck the CPU. If it will fit, we'll put the CPU extender. Actually, can I put it anywhere else? Let's have a look. I mean, we could tuck it into this corner here. We got this up here. So strictly speaking, oh, look at that, we got a hole here, which could be a bit of a risk. So Yeah, we'll just drop these down. Just try and plug this hole here. That on that corner there. A little bit of a gap here, but it's high up, so it should be okay. Yeah, just see. So. Okay, welcome back. That took a very long time to build this CPU extender. So we're just going to come in here. Hopefully that's going to fit in that corner. That solves my problem with the CPU stats. So, in there, so we've now got an efficiency of 100% because we've now got, and we got some spare capability. And what I'm going to do now is just deploy the final set of weapons. One problem I do have is I've actually run out of nitrocellulose, so I'm going to have to work a little bit on. I'm going to have to go out and pick up some trees. I think what we will do is we'll just put this one on the corner here, facing that way. A little bit of a shake, actually. No. Where can I put it? I think we're going to try and perch it on one of these corners like that. I mean, it's not exactly going to be the ideal location. And then I think we'll put the sentry guns close in. Put them. What we could do is put them in like that. Then that will actually give me a little bit of extra. So what we could do is take out, say, block here. Could put the sentry gun on this corner here. And what that would do is give me low level lateral fire should I need it in support. Probably do on this corner as well. We take off, say, that one there like that, and this one here. Just, oops, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to put you out. Actually, I'm kind of a bit inclined in the case of this one. Actually, put you on this corner like that. So what that means is that anything or anyone coming in here will be hit by that sentry gun. This sentry gun, because there's some height here, needs to be a little bit higher. And then we've got 4 cannons on the roofs here. Now the only problem I've got left now is I'm gonna have to go and get some trees in order to be able to, like I say, put some ammunition in these things. And I think just to try and conserve a bit of fuel, we're gonna we could turn the oxygen off, but what I can't do is get to the, I'm gonna trap myself here. Well, I'm actually producing fuel cells at the moment, is what I need, so I'll just get those in here. What I'm gonna do is, well, let me just change the fuel on this side. Heidelburg ammunition container. I'm gonna put about 30 in there. I mean, this just gives me 11% fuel. This is where I'm going to leave it. I've just noticed that I've gone way over time for this video, but I really wanted to get this base set up, and I think we're now in business. And in the next part, we will interact with the console and see where that's going to take us. And then I think I'm going to need to start working on getting a SV put together so that we can provide some more adequate defenses to the base, and then we'll be moving forward from there. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.